So let's take a look at printing. One of the most basic things that we need to do in Python coding. So printing just means to write some text in your code. So for example, all you do, nice and easy in Python, is you type print, you open bracket, you use quotation marks, and you put in what you want to say. So I want to say, I will go classic, hello world. Okay, so click run up here. Okay, and you'll see it pops up on your screen saying "Hello World." I'll just focus in on that so you can see that. So there's your program running. Hello World. Here's your program being written. Okay. Now, what we've done here is we've written a bunch of letters. Okay, and what the computer sees these is it sees them as something called strings. Okay, that's what it sees them as. Okay, so there are strings and there are integers. Oops. Integers, okay. Integers, hopefully, if you know from maths, are numbers basically, positive or negative whole numbers, and strings are basically letters or symbols. Okay, so what I'm doing here, you'll notice, is I'm writing garbage and it's getting a bit upset. It's putting these red lines because I'm not writing code here. I'm just talking. If I put a hashtag, just so we'll teach it here while here as well, a hashtag is a comment. Okay, so it blocks out the line and the program just skips it, ignores it. So just some background things. Hashtag is comment, integers are numbers, and strings are letters or symbols. So what we've told it here is to print a bunch of letters or symbols. If I want to print a number, there are two ways I can do it. I can say print the number 35. Okay? And if I run it, you'll notice it does hello world and then the number 35. Now, what it's done is it's skipped these middle lines and jumped straight down to the next line. Now, it actually has just printed the letters, the number, and 35. Basically, it's taking 3 and 5 to be two letters, if that makes sense, two symbols. So if we actually wanted to know that it's the number 35, what we're going to do is we're going to write it a bit more like this. So I'll get back off that. So print the number, oopsie, the number, and then I'm going to do close my quotations, put a comma, and say 35. And you'll notice even change color here in Replit. Now when I run it, it looks the exact same to us on the text here, but just so we know, the second one is actually printing, the computer knows that's the number 35. So later on when we're doing stuff, trying to play with it, it'll help out. Some other handy things to be doing when you're doing print and to know about is if you want to print kind of sentences and you want to go to a new line. So I want to print saying, hi, this is line 1 and this and then line 2. Now when I print this or run it, sorry, you'll notice it puts it all on one line. So maybe I want to say, okay, I want to move to the next line. Now what I would have to do is I'd have to do this print and then do, and this is line 2. Okay, like that. And it's a lot of work. So what we can do when we have a big long string of text is we can actually just use this symbol. So you see it's the slash at the back starting forward, and we put after it the letter N. And this means new line. And you'll need to search on your keyboard where that is. You can always Google it if you're stuck. But yeah, the symbol with an N after. Let's see what happens now. Hey, and you can see it has moved it onto the second line. Now it's included the space that I put after here. So if you don't want it to look like that, then make sure to play around with it. Another handy one to have, I'll just copy and paste the same line, is if you don't want to move it on to the next line, but you want to tab it forward, the tab button on your keyboard is above your caps lock. But instead of that slash with an N, you're going to have that slash with a T. And we just, oops, tuple. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Stop doing that. Sometimes it tries to help. Okay, let's run it. Hey, and you can see it tabbed it slightly forward. So there's some basic print commands, handy to know. Definitely get comfortable using them and it'll help neaten up your work as you go.